Welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel, to the Wlfi coin. Let's get right into the update and really understand what's happening with the price right now, because we got a lot to discuss here. World Liberty Financial down about 1.4% right now as far as the 24-hour time frame is concerned. We're seeing over the last 2 days the market kind of shifting back towards the downside, and that is mainly due to Bitcoin. And I'm sure if you track every single update of mine, whether it's World Liberty Financial update, Solana, Aster, XPL, Litecoin, whatever the case may be, that is what I've been discussing over the course of the last 2 days, to be exact. So going into Friday morning, we're still seeing the broader market down. Hopefully, Friday brings some sort of excitement within the board. But if you're looking at World Liberty Financial coin right now, we're down about 14.8% over the course of the last few days right now. The price actually sitting at 17.5 cents, down 1.4% in USD, down 1% in Bitcoin, but we're actually up about 1% in Ethereum. Compared to valuation, $4.8 billion, and the 24-hour trading volume at 200 million. As always, just a quick disclaimer, anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So take a look at this. World Liberty Financial's USD1 surpasses $2.3 billion in decentralized exchange volume. Quite impressive, considering this is quite a new stablecoin that they have launched. But what's really going on with the broader market? We're seeing the broader market all over the place right now. But again, going back to what I said, focus on the Bitcoin dominance index. September 13th is a level that I've been speaking about in every single update of mine at this point. That was the low for us for the Bitcoin dominance. But since then, almost it's been a month that, we have been in this upwards trend for the Bitcoin dominance index. We talk about the dominance index every single update, and this is another example that I am showing you guys right in front of us. But let's take a look at what's happening with Bitcoin right now. You can see for yourself, Bitcoin's price, as you can see, we actually did see a retracement, as you can see for yourself. Pretty much, let's actually go back to all-time highs, revisit that. Since then, the price has dropped about 5.25%. You can't make this up. A healthy correction after a pump of from September 26th low, where we dropped below the 23.6. Well, at that time, it was the 23.6, to be quite frank with you. But that was the low at 108,800, something we spoke about on the channel. Bitcoin went up 16%. We're talking about a 16% increase in September 25th and a 5% pullback. Again, I said this time and time out in a lot of my videos. Bitcoin is looking amazing. Bitcoin is looking amazing right now, but seeing a retracement like this and the swings specifically has taken altcoins all over the place right now, especially with the dominance picking up. Usually when this does happen, it does cause uncertainty, so that does tend to obviously cause the dominance to go up. But let's take a look at what's happening with World Liberty Financial right now as of recording this update for you guys. So you can see for yourself, we dropped below the 19 cents price point, and we've discussed the 19 cents price point so many times on the channel, and you can see for yourself, we dropped about 11% since then. 11% pullback since a drop in below the 19 cents price point. And that was our significant support, obviously, that we wanted to be watching out for. And as I've discussed with you guys on the channel, we want to work with the data that we have available right now, and we're still working with the data that we have available. But dropping below here, took the price down an additional, like I said, 9%, which is, again, was it 9%? No, 11%, sorry. 11% drop instantly. And I think it was due to maybe, some major whales that unloaded or, liquidation coming from the, futures side of the platforms. Of course, that is something, we would need to factor in as well. Remember, new projects, even though, this is a project that has significant hype factor, but new projects do tend to see bigger corrections. And, when excitement comes in, they do tend to see bigger bounces. And we have seen that time in, time out. But right now, we're sitting below the 19 cents key support line. So, when we drop below here, we did see an instant, wick back towards the upside, which kind of reflects to me that, this was due to a major whale that, probably market sold. And, with the Bitcoin momentum, we did see a little bit of a downside, but that was a 9% increase instantly, but we're making our ways down again due to the dominance going higher than where we were yesterday. So that's something we want to factor in right now. Obviously, as far as the World Liberty Financial is concerned, you can see for yourself, we are holding on to the support around 17 cents to be specific. And as of now, we've seen two different retests at this key range. If this does not hold, believe it or not, we could actually come down to September 4th low, which I know not a lot of you want to hear, but that is a 7.5% move from where we currently are, and that could be in play. And that is a level you would expect for World Liberty Financial to hold. If it doesn't, we set a new, low for the price of World Liberty Financial. And this is why I try to tell you guys it's so important for a project to find a ground for itself. And to be quite frank with you guys, you got to give credit where it belongs. World Liberty Financial did, find a ground for itself. But right now, unfortunately, with the way the dominance is going and, with us losing the support, that is, the key component that we want to keep in mind. But it is something, we don't really want to be ignoring either, right? So as of now, the support around the 17 cents has held. Dropping below here, I think, takes us back down to September 4th lows. Maybe we're going to create a double bottom before heading towards the upside. Let me take you guys down memory lane. We did come back down to this level when it was originally listed. And then, you did see a rally of about almost 60% in short span of time. I am thinking we still haven't seen the altcoin mania yet. And remember, when the altcoin mania comes, I am projecting, us to see, Bitcoin profits going back into altcoins. And I think this is one of the projects that is going to have a lot of eyes on it based off of, the hype factor, the eyes on it. Yes, tokenomics don't look the best as of yet. But I think in the immediate short term, while this bull market lasts, I still think World Liberty Financial is one of the projects that a lot of these whales will be watching. Again, if you were kicking yourself for not dollar cost averaging into it back on September 28th, well, you are getting another opportunity to accumulate if you've done your due diligence, of course, and research and are wanting to scale in. That itself is now a move of about 50% almost for it to go back up to that level where we were just on September 21st. So let me know in the comments what you guys think. I'll keep you guys covered. Subscribe if you have not done so already. We'll see you later in Crypto ZX, and peace out.